I didn't know a goodbye from someone who was never mine could hurt this much. That is the line that has been replaying in my mind ever since he walked through those airport doors without looking back. And the crazy thing? We were never even together. Not really. Just two people who collided for a moment in time that felt like it was taken straight out of a film. I'm a 27-year-old woman, and I met him minus 31, sarcastic, tattooed, impossible to read. While working abroad, they sat us behind the same desk for a week. And somehow we spent more time talking than actually doing our jobs. He had this confident, arrogant, nothing phases me energy. But I could tell instantly that it was all armor. He pushed people away before they could get close. And for some stupid reason, that only made me want to understand him more. We started off slow. Teasing, dumb jokes, little pranks during breaks. One day I colored in his tattoos with a felt-tip pen. He pretended not to care, but he smiled the whole time like a kid trying not to laugh in class. Then one afternoon he looked at me and said, "Stop it, I thought I'd messed up." But he meant my mask, the overly cheerful, fake bubbly version of me I wear at work. And he was right. So I let him see the real me. And to my shock, he liked that version even more. We texted a bit. I cooked for him. I brought him lunches he pretended to complain about, but never left a crumb behind. And when he invited me to hang out with him and some co-workers, he did it in this almost shy way that felt different. That night changed everything. I was tipsy. He looked unfairly good. And even in a room full of people, I could feel him glancing at me over and over, like he was waiting for the moment we'd be alone. Eventually, we were. We sat on opposite ends of the couch, awkward as hell. I half joked that he could use my lap as a pillow. He hesitated, then actually did it. This tough, closed-off guy just melted. He fell asleep on my chest like some warm, exhausted kitten, and without thinking, I kissed the top of his head. Later, he woke up, handed me shorts so I didn't have to sleep in jeans, and pulled me into his arms. We cuddled until morning. It was soft, unexpected, and honestly, one of the sweetest nights of my life. But the next day, he shut down. Acted like nothing happened. Went cold. People at work found out and made it worse. But even in the middle of the chaos, whenever I asked for a lighter, he was always the first one to hand it to me. And if someone else got to me before he did, I'd see this little flicker of sadness in his eyes. I tried pretending it didn't mean anything. He tried pretending he didn't care. We were both lying. 2 weeks later, when we finally worked together again, he said something quietly, almost like a confession. He wasn't ignoring me because he wanted to. He was doing it to protect me. From gossip. From judgment. From the whispers he knew would hurt me more than him. He even flirted with another girl on purpose just to take the attention off us. That almost broke me. And then out of nowhere, he got fired. The same day. Total chaos. No transportation. No way to get to the airport. So I did something he didn't expect. I offered to drive him. 2.5 hours. He looked shocked, then grateful. More grateful than he could say. The day of the trip felt weirdly intimate. I drove to pick him up. He made me coffee. He looked so clean and put together in his travel outfit that I had to look away just to breathe. In the car, he blasted loud metal music, like he was trying to push me away again. But eventually, the walls dropped. He switched to softer music. Opened my drink for me. Made sure both our phones were charging. And then he talked. Not surface-level stuff. Real things. Childhood. Relationships that mistakes, that dreams, that fears. A version of him no one else ever gets to see. I felt lucky. I still do. At the airport, he kept saying he didn't know how to repay me. I kept telling him he didn't have to. We walked slowly. Smoked slowly. Stood there like the people trying to freeze time with our bare hands. Then he looked at me, eyes soft, voice honest, and said, "You are the nicest person I have ever met." I didn't know what to do with that. I still don't. I told him I'd miss him. He called it childish until he saw that I meant it. His eyes shimmered. I asked for a hug. He said yes. We held each other for a long, quiet moment that felt like a goodbye neither of us were ready for. I asked if I could kiss his cheek. He said yes again. And then he walked away. Didn't look back. Disappeared through security, leaving me standing there with my heart somewhere between my ribs and the airport floor. I walked to my car feeling everything at once: sadness, gratitude, confusion, longing. There was a tiny story in the middle of a big world. Wrong place, wrong time, but somehow still beautiful. He wasn't mine. I wasn't his. But the softness he gave me, the part of himself he hides from everyone, that is something I'll carry for a long, long time. Because some goodbyes aren't loud, some aren't dramatic, some aren't even real endings, some are just the softest goodbye you never expected to give. If you've ever had to say goodbye to someone who was never really yours, you know the feeling. It's a quiet ache that stays with you. If you're navigating a similar experience and need someone to talk to, please remember there are resources available, like the crisis text line and mental health professionals who can offer support. Thank you for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.